So today we're gonna lay down Copper's 12-week-old track. That's gonna be the starting point. We're gonna lay down some deer beds. Today, try to mimic of them. So more or less, we will lay down the track and leave out on a 90-degree angle. Because sometimes deer bed after they've been wounded, and then they get jumped and pushed by the tracker, or the hunter, I should say. And then they gotta figure it out. So we are going to get out our deer blood, start the track. We'll put that right here. This one I haven't opened yet. I guess you gotta be more smarter than the bottle here. Clearly I am not. Phew. Smells like straight liver. I got these white flags to mark the trail for me, so I can see that he's on the right track, because sometimes I forget what I lay down. And I'll just put that at the start right here to give him a good smelly point, and I'll put a little bit in deer hide for him. You only need a couple drops. A couple drops goes a long way. I'm also going to show the track I laid on Onyx, and then the track that he follows right next to it. So I'm going to start that on here. Onyx tracker. As you can see, this is the property right here that I'm going to be laying the track down. There's nothing put down yet. And I'm going to push start. And then I'm going to put that in my pocket. I don't know if I'm allowed to close that. I should be able to. And we are going to get the track in. Laying down the track for him. All right, I'm going to make this as much difficult and realistic as I possibly can. So about every 20 yards, I'm going to put a flag down. I'm going to kind of stay near it. I don't have to be on top of it. Like I said, it's for me, not him. I try to space out these beds as much as I can through here. Yeah, I try to mimic. Here. Another one right here. Kind of looks like a deer trail right here too that I'm on, so that kind of helps to make it a little bit difficult. The deer probably come through here, and it gives him more of a challenge for his nose to smell the deer and work out which deer he's after passing. Over here, I'm going to pretty much lay down as much as I can to try to mimic a deer bed. I'm going to leave here at a 90-degree angle. I might even put some blood down, because in deer beds tend to leave a little bit of blood wounds in there. So I'll get in my bag, my handy dandy tracking bag that, they still tend to lose stuff in. Well, right there. Give him a little bit of blood in there for him to mimic. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep that in my pocket, because I'm kind of sure I'm going to use that a couple times throughout this. Bag. All right, now we're just going to leave on a 90-degree angle. I'm also going to try to make it hop a little bit and skip, as if it was an actual deer he was tracking. Trail here. Again, I'm going to put 2 down, let myself know I kind of just Get a little turn right here. Just kind of weave it around. Kind of gonna punish myself by going through all this thick stuff, but it'll be worth it. So right here, I'm going to another deer bed. Kind of put it in there. I'm not gonna leave much blood in this one. And I came from that way, so I'm gonna leave on a V. Straight this way. I think I totally forgot to put flags on right there. I'm gonna drop that real fast. Now this way. See some more flags back here that I forgot to pick up. So I know it's so close, but you just never know. So I'm gonna pick this up to try to kind of mimic a river. And I'm just gonna pick it up for about 10 yards. You never know where deer may end up at. So I'll put it right here. See over it? You have to bug spray. Right there. Kind of nick around as I go now. So I don't. Okay. 2 deer beds. Pick it up. Just to show that a deer probably would jump over this maybe. Put it back down. Oh, my deer bed right here. In there. Put some blood in it. Warm, just a couple drops. I'm gonna leave on another V. It would kind of look like I'm smacking myself. And I'm just gonna end the track right here. So I'm gonna leave the hide right there. These flags back in my bag. Get his played out for him for his reward. You don't need a lot for him to love it. So give him a little bit, just for a reward. It's his treat for finding it. Put that back in my bag. The track is laid, and we're gonna go get copper, and I'm going to try to let him scent, so wind track to the starting point of the track. I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna let him find this track. I'm wind checking it, and he found it. So I'm going to start the track on him. As I go, we're going to pick up the flags behind them. You smell something, let them work through it. Alright, stop and smell like something that he must like. Back it up. This is where I laid the bed down on him. He's trying to work it out. He's not smelling it right now. Don't worry, buddy. Sooner or later you'll get big enough to pull through the weeds. I don't like it when it does that to him because he thinks he's doing something wrong. Yeah, we worked through that. Maybe a little mixed up. Let him work that out. And let's do that. Trying to figure out which deer probably that he wants. I made another bed right here. So I turn. Let him work that out. Not a boy. That's his nose up right now. He's wind checking. Good boy, Chopper. Kind of look back to see if I'll give him the answers, but I'm not going to. I'll let him figure it out. Just like that, boy. You pull through that deer. There's a deer in that stick. The deer didn't even stop at the deer bed, but he knows he ran past it, and I think he got back on it pretty fast. You know, right past that river, I tried to interpret too. And there's the end of the track that he just found. There, we stop this. Save this track to my phone. These skis are getting me. Oh, alright. So you can see the blue one is the one I laid, and the red one is the trail he took. He kind of went off right here and took his own way. I think he just used his nose and air checked it and said, "Oh, I know where this deer is, Dad." And then he went straight to it. That's pretty good. So the older he gets, the more advanced and harder I'm gonna try to make these. More difficult. Even at one certain point, I may even try to crisscross the track, try to confuse them. You guys got any input, any ideas on how to start trying to trick his nose? Feel free to comment, and we can start trying to play a game with him, trying to make him the best deer tracking dog there is, and honestly, it can only hurt. It can't hurt. And hopefully he gets big enough so he can start pulling through these sticks. We'll probably do another update when he's 13 weeks and show you his progress. Until then, stay safe.